Hi, I'm Gavin Glicksman, you're watching Sun Boxing, and we're here today for David Haye's announcement that he's coming back to fight in the Manchester Arena on June the 29th. David, you always said you wouldn't come back unless it was to face Vitaly Klitschko.
I did, you're correct, I did say that then.
What's changed?
What's changed is they don't want to fight me, so I've got to put myself in a position where they have to fight me. And to do that, I've got to fight ranked opponents. I've got a good ranking in all the governing bodies, so I've got to work my way up to mandatory challenge, and to do that, you've got to fight people in the top 10. So, June 29th, Manchester Arena, you're going to get a spectacular knockout of someone in the top 10 or whatever it is. So I'm knocking on the door. Then again, I'm doing it again in September, October. Just keep knocking people out until I get to the position where they have to fight me. It's not the way I wanted to do it. I wanted just to go and take up the fight that everybody wanted to see. But those guys, they'll rather fight these other guys that no one's ever heard of and sort of keep their titles to themselves, having easy paydays. But I'll have to force their hand.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but do you now look back after the Chisora fight and wish you'd done this straight away?
No, not really. No, I never knew, because if I would have done it, if hypothetically I fought Chisora and then fought someone else 3 months later, they could have said, "Oh, we said that we wanted to fight the winner. Now you're scheduled to fight this guy. We're going to go another route. You're ducking us." Just like they're actually saying I was ducking them by fighting Derek Chisora, even though they said to fight Chisora. So fight was never going to happen. It wasn't going to happen. But I found out one way, and I'm glad it happened the way it happened. No regrets, and I'm looking forward to getting back in there and doing it all over again. It's going to be a great night. I implore people to get their tickets early, because this will sell out very, very fast.
Did you look too good against Chisora?
I think that might be the case. If you look at Vitaly Klitschko's performance against Chisora a few months prior, you'll see Vitaly struggling on points. You'll see him really, having a hard night's work. But when it came down to me fighting him, I made pretty light work of him. I dispatched Derek Chisora in 5 rounds. Less than half the time that it took Vitaly to win on points. 5 rounds, I blasted Derek Chisora out, putting him down. Vitaly couldn't even knock him down. I knocked him down twice and out. So I was very happy with that performance. But as you said, it might have been a bit too good, and maybe scared the brothers off.
So why have you chosen Manchester instead of London?
I've got a great relationship with the Manchester Arena. I've had my 2 world heavyweight title defences, successful defences for the heavyweight title at Manchester Arena. Great venue, great 20,000 people you can pack in there, and plus it's kind of central. I've got a big international and national fan base now, so people from all over the country. It's kind of a central. Manchester's quite a central place. It's one of the best arenas, sort of in the middle of England. So it's easy to get to from London or from Newcastle or wherever you are. You can get to Manchester, and that's why we went there. I've got a great following in Manchester as well, and I'd always thought, if I was to come back, it would be a great place to do it again.
I know you won't want to look too far ahead, but is the plan still to beat both the Klitschkos and unify the division?
Yeah, well, obviously, yeah. That's anyone's. I always aim for the best possible result, or the biggest possible prize, and so unifying the heavyweight division for me is number one.
Just finally, looking at, you've mentioned you won't fight domestic fighters, but what do you think of Tyson Fury?
I mean, he's a good boxer. I think he's young. He's got a fight coming up against a guy called Steve Cunningham, who was a guy who was a former cruiserweight champion like myself. He's got a very good chance of beating Cunningham. Cunningham, although he's very athletic and fast, he doesn't punch very hard. Even as a cruiserweight, he's got a very low knockout percentage, and I think that'll definitely work in Tyson Fury's favour. But it'd be interesting to see what Tyson Fury does once he starts fighting real heavyweights, because Cunningham isn't a heavyweight. He's a guy who's just had, I think, 1 fight at heavyweight, and he didn't only weigh a couple of pounds over the cruiserweight limit. So he's picked pretty much the smallest guy in the division who doesn't punch at all to fight. So once he starts fighting guys who punch back a bit, it'll be interesting to see how he does. But yeah, he's a good prospect, and I think him, David Price and Derek Chisora, I think are a good little domestic punch. And I'd like to see them sort of have a little round robin with each other and see who's the best.
Brilliant. David Haye, thank you for your time.
No
it's good to have you back.